5 health checkups you should avoid after 70 that may harm you more than help while traveling. When we think about travel after 70, the first things that come to mind are packing smart, choosing the right destinations, and making sure the journey is comfortable. But there's another part of travel that doesn't get nearly enough attention: the role your health plays and how much you enjoy the trip. Most seniors already know the basics. You bring your medications, check in with your doctor before a long flight, and you pace yourself while exploring. But here's something surprising. Not all medical checkups or screenings are actually helpful after 70. In fact, some can do more harm than good. And here's the travel connection. If you're preparing for a long-haul trip, the last thing you want is to go through unnecessary procedures that leave you feeling stressed, recovering from side effects, or dealing with complications right before your adventure. So today, we're talking about 5 health checkups you should avoid after 70, and how being smart about them can actually protect your travel plans, keep your journeys smoother, and let you focus on the adventure ahead instead of unnecessary medical detours. The first checkup to think twice about is routine cancer screenings, especially for cancers like prostate or breast cancer when you're in your 70s or older. Now, I'm not saying you should ignore your health if you have symptoms or a family history that's different. But what a lot of people don't realize is that routine screenings at a certain age can lead to overdiagnosis. That means finding small, slow-growing cancers that would never actually cause harm in your lifetime. Instead of adding peace of mind, these screenings can spiral into extra tests, biopsies, or even surgeries that bring stress. Side effects and recovery time. Imagine booking the trip of a lifetime, only to cancel it because you're stuck dealing with treatment you might not have even needed. The travel angle here is simple. Your energy and time are precious. Necessary screenings can drain both, keeping you grounded when you'd rather be in the air. The second checkup that may do more harm than good after 70 is frequent heart stress tests without symptoms. Many seniors worry about heart health, and understandably so. It's one of the biggest health concerns as we age. But unless you have chest pain, shortness of breath, or other clear warning signs, routine stress tests aren't always useful. They can lead to false alarms that trigger invasive procedures, which carry their own risks. For a traveler, this matters because heart procedures aren't just stressful. They can also put you on travel restrictions for weeks or months. Suddenly, that cruise you planned or that walking tour through Europe is off the table because you're stuck recovering from a procedure you might never have needed in the first place. The better travel prep is to manage your heart health through exercise, diet, and doctor-approved activity, not by chasing unnecessary tests that can derail your plans. The third health checkup to be cautious about after 70 is routine bone density scans. Now, osteoporosis is a real issue, and knowing your risk is important. But once you've had a scan and you're already on a treatment plan, repeating the scan every year or two isn't always helpful. Bones don't change that quickly, and constant testing can cause anxiety without really changing your treatment. Here's where travel comes in. Bones love movement. The best thing you can do to protect yourself on the road isn't repeated scans, it's strength training. It's balance exercises and staying active. Lugging a heavy suitcase through an airport is a lot easier if you've kept your muscles and balance strong. In other words, time spent on unnecessary scans might be better spent training your body for the adventures you want to take. The fourth checkup that seniors sometimes continue out of habit is routine colonoscopies. After 70, the risks of this procedure often outweigh the benefits, especially if your earlier screenings were clear. Colonoscopies involve sedation, prep, and potential complications. And honestly, the recovery time can leave you feeling drained for days. If you're in your 70s planning a trip, and your doctor is suggesting yet another colonoscopy just to be safe, it's worth having a real conversation about whether it's necessary. Because if you're spending your days recovering from anesthesia or dealing with side effects, that's time you could have been spending on a beach. It's walking through a museum or sharing a meal abroad with loved ones. For travel lovers, it's about quality of life, not just ticking boxes on a medical chart. And the fifth checkup to avoid after 70 is unnecessary full-body scans. These are often marketed as peace of mind packages, sometimes even sold to seniors as part of wellness retreats. The problem is, full-body scans almost always turn up something minor. An old scar, a harmless cyst, a little calcification that sets off a chain reaction of more tests and more worry. Instead of giving you peace of mind, they create stress and sometimes unnecessary treatment. And here's the kicker. These scans expose you to radiation and don't usually improve your health outcomes. Imagine spending your travel savings on a scan that only leads to more hospital visits instead of adventures. For seniors who want to travel, avoiding these kinds of traps keeps your time, money, and focus where they belong, on experiences, not endless medical appointments. Now, I want to be crystal clear, this doesn't mean skipping healthcare altogether. Staying healthy is the foundation of traveling well after 70. What it does mean is being strategic. Instead of saying yes to every test just because it's offered, have an honest conversation with your doctor. Ask, will this test actually help me live longer, feel better, or travel more comfortably? Or will it just lead to more tests and stress? The travel twist here is simple. Health decisions should support your adventures, not steal them from you. Think about it this way. Travel teaches us to pack light. We only bring what's truly necessary because carrying too much slows us down. The same idea applies to health after 70. Carry the habits and checkups that truly help. Like managing your blood pressure, staying active, keeping your vaccinations current. Leave behind the unnecessary screenings that add weight without value. When you lighten the load, you move through life and through airports a whole lot easier. There's also the mental health side, the anxiety that comes with waiting for test results. Worrying about false positives or facing decisions about treatments can linger for weeks, and that stress follows you on your trip. Instead of enjoying a sunset, your mind might be stuck on what if. By skipping unnecessary checkups, you reduce that mental baggage. You free yourself to actually be present on the journey, savoring the food, the culture, and the people you meet along the way. It all comes down to intentional choices. Just as you choose destinations that inspire you, flights that suit your comfort, and luggage that makes your trip easier, you can choose health strategies that support your adventures. After 70, the goal isn't just more years, it's better years. Years filled with exploration, connection, and stories worth telling. So before your next trip, ask yourself, am I saying yes to medical checkups that will keep me strong and energized on the road? Or am I agreeing to tests that might only tie me down? Remember, travel is about freedom, and protecting your health wisely is one of the best ways to hold on to that freedom. Avoiding unnecessary screenings isn't about ignoring your health. It's about prioritizing the things that matter most: your energy, your time, your joy, and your ability to say yes to adventure. That's what keeps you not just living, but traveling well into your 70s and beyond. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more travel tips designed especially for seniors and smart travelers. And if you'd like to take it one step further, consider becoming a channel member. Members get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes updates, and extra tips I don't share anywhere else. It's a great way to support the channel and make sure you're always one step ahead on your travel journey. Safe travels, and see you on the next one.